Thank you. Let's go on. He has already told us what we are for. Masturbation is under sex. Sex is illegal by God, but what makes it illegal is the abuse. And what are the abuse of sex? Who can tell us what are the abuse of sex? We can just go because of them. The abuse of sex are fornication, adultery, rape, bestiality, masturbation, lust. Any of these things are the reason why sex becomes offensive or a sin against God. But for now, what we want to deal on is masturbation, just a branch of sex. Right? Now, if I ask us now, is masturbation a sin? Then that yes, let it have boldness, because some people say yes, you only say no. Yes. Okay. Masturbation is a sin against God and your own flesh. Let me tell you a little story about the person standing in your front. I was once a very chronic, addictive, and very wicked masturbator. I don't think there's anybody that masturbated in this world more than me. I will have them to tell you in this, but thank God I have books on that. I used to masturbate inside the bank. I'll be strolling when we go to the somewhere and the thing will hold me, which I will say, yeah. I will enter the bank and sit on the ground and catch money. Masturbate and I come out again, I don't to go my way. That is how far. I did it inside the church. Inside the church, I masturbated. So, banks now small. On the street, I masturbated. On the street, 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 I masturbated. In the buses, I did it. In the cars, I did it. Huh? How? Many times I'll be coming and it is what I have seen. For instance, Oba bus stop. I cannot count how many times I did it there. Even not even with 7 p.m. Okay, man, it's somewhere there. I just do as if I'm easing myself. I must do it. Are you asking how far? You know how now? I do as if I want to ease myself in public. I must do it. That's how bad my own works. In a day, I can do it 33 times. So you don't reach. And I never thought I was killing myself until years after. I began to notice that my body was distuned. You see this guitar? If you break it now to play now, even if it is not well tuned, they have to set it with the keyboard. When you masturbate, you distune your system. I repeat again. When you masturbate, you distune your system. My body was not okay anymore. I forget things easily. You're in church, you're talking, I don't even remember. In class, in fact, where people are having F9, I was having F19. Because, and I pity, see, the rate at which people contact me every day on this issue. Some say, sir, I failed my exams in school, I don't pass. I understand, that is the issue. Masturbation is a silent killer. When you first started masturbating, you will think you are enjoying yourself. After a while, let me just, before we go in, let me just tell you some of the negativity. Along the line, I had weak erection. I had what? The men listening. I had weak erection. My manhood couldn't function very well. I had watery sperm. There was a day I had to do this thing. I brought water and I checked my sperm when I did it. Water was thicker than my sperm. I'm not telling you what I saw in books. I'm telling you my life. So yeah, this is me. And then, even when I began to fornicate, to have the rich sex, I didn't enjoy sex. Why? Because my body has been programmed to, you can only get it right or enjoy it when you masturbate. The sex, no more. Then, on the ladies, you see, I've handled cases of married couples who come from around Africa. For now, yes, sir, I am married, yet I masturbate. Even on the same bed with my husband. If some say, even the husband, no. This is life. They contact me for it. Couple now, this is singles now or the things now. Couple, you're married, masturbate. Many of them. One cried to my house. Says, Prof, I'm dying. Say what? He says, I thought that when I married, I was not masturbating. I laugh. I said, Shebi, and they teach this thing online, on TV. But at least you are online, but on TV, I tell once. Say, why don't you show that? Because Facebook, I'm there, at least, most of the time, and you do this. When you are masturbating, and you feel when you get married, this is why most Christian men want to get married so that they can have sex legally. Most Christian men want to get married so that they can have sex legally. Because why? They know that if they fornicate, it's a sin against God. If they masturbate, it's a sin. So they want to do things. Not knowing that even when you marry, that's where the trouble starts. And the women too, they have sex, no pleasure, because until they masturbate. Because why? Their body has been tuned to masturbation. No man can satisfy you. That is how bad that thing called masturbation is. What is masturbation? It is giving yourself sexual pleasure by rubbing your what? Sexual organ. Giving yourself, masturbation is giving yourself sexual pleasure by rubbing your sexual organ. Now, who is a masturbator? A masturbator is a male or a female who derives the pleasure in sex through shortcuts by masturbating. Look at it. Please. Close it. Please. I said, who is a masturbator? A masturbator is somebody, anybody, whether male or female, who derives the pleasure in sex by masturbating, and that is shortcuts. You use shortcuts to enjoy sex, not knowing that you are cutting your destiny short. Now, what are the causes of masturbation? What are the causes of masturbation? One is indecent dress. I will not face the adults now because now things dey. Let me face the things. Even the things that are too big, children. Please, before I do that, let me show you this. This is how a child's life is. A child. Daddy, you are once a child. My life was like this. You were once a child, and your life was like this. pure. Now, when sin began to come in through the environment we all come from, when sin began to come in, okay, I'm not saying this for so that when sin began to enter into a child's life from small, when in fact the moment the child is born, it's changing as the day breaks. Not a sickness now or anything now. I mean sin. On a daily basis, through school, through compound where you live, through the TV you watch, basically where you don't know the enter. I see it. Now, take notes. The content is still pure. This container is still clean, but the content inside, the human, these things that makes the hormones, the cells, are being destroyed. You get the picture? I was saying what? Causes of what? Masturbation. Indecent dressing. See the errors. I have discovered so many things in this journey of masturbation. I'm coming out. Parents, especially Christians, because I'm not after the worldly parents. I'm after the Christian, because I am God said, go and retain the saints. Go and retain. Don't go and win. Yes, Bible said go and win souls. Say if we all go and win souls, who will retain the ones? At least the said ones are seen. Go and retain them first. Let others go and win. Me retain the saints. I think when I come, I will see who to be. Are you getting it? Now, when we Christians give birth to his child, a female child, small, even for the day the child is born, parents, the mothers, mostly, or the father who go market, they go to buy skirts or gown for that child, not 18 now, a teen child, and the gown or the skirt is not covering her. If you have a child now, I will say, for example, because I don't offend any parents, so you get the message. You buy the child pampers or the whatever, and you wear something like this, and you send a small begin. Or you wear tight ones and you send a small begin. Now, that child is a month old, 2 months, 1 year, and you still go buy things that will not cover their need. And they actually say they are old school. Gigo's wife, and then Gigo is old school. Have you ever got Pastor Paul's wife? And you see Handy? If you tell me that Gigolo, our Gigolo, his wife is old school, what about Pastor Paul Francis? You know his wife? How about Pastor Samadhi? Have you ever seen them stand or sit and you see their need? Are you more beautiful than they are? Or wealthy? Now, begin to put on that child. That child grows 5 years. Is now beginning to be acclimatized or getting used to short skirts, tightly fitted ones. Now, even when the child is small, is playing with sand for those who live in this kind of estate or in Lekki or wherever you live. Whether at home, playing with toys in the parlor, and the father or the mother, while she's playing with toys or sand, she's playing and her pants is showing, and you said, leave her, a small beginning. That girl grows up to become an adult who cannot sit well in public. What is the reason? The mother, I've seen it. They tell her, I was preaching so well and walk. I finally not go there. Now, they say, "That's what leave her." No, they say, don't tell them to close like that. Leave her. That girl grows. Now, when even we start teaching her, she finds it offensive. Why? The mother didn't teach her. Now, that means the mother of her mother didn't also teach her. Or the grandmother taught her own daughter, but taught her shabbishly. Sit well. And the child looks at your face and sees no seriousness. Ada, sit well. Sit there. Even when you go and wash plate and you come again and see her, sit well now. The child doesn't take your word serious. The father too, who is the head, comes in. The fact, men own men, just don't leave men matter. Because they are even shy to talk about it. My daughter, sit well. Men, no, nobody else. But women which is very, very wrong, please, fathers, don't be shy about it. So don't. Because why? That child will